Hello everyone, my name is Lanso90 and welcome to Let's Play Faster Than Light, or FTL, whichever you prefer to call it. So basically what's been going on is I've been trying to learn some other games to play for you guys. That's why it's been taking a little bit longer to get episodes out, I'm trying to play as much of these other games as I can to figure out how to play them so that I can show you guys, and when I'm doing that I don't really have time to upload the episodes. But the other reason is one particular series I'm trying to record is Kerbal Space Program, and I just can't get it to seem to work right. I've been having issues getting it recorded, I've been having issues editing it, I've just been not performing as well in the game as I want to. And the most recent attempt at trying to record a series of it is the video file was 50 gigabytes big because it's in 1080p, recorded on fraps and all that. And while I can have a hard drive devoted for YouTube videos, but it's 600 gigabyte hard drive, so that means 12. I could record 12 of those kind of size videos, but the thing is, those aren't really going to go upload to YouTube very quickly. I convert them into the format that YouTube will like, but that will take like an hour each time, and then it'll take like another hour to upload it to YouTube. So that's not a very practical solution for that. So I decided that what I need to do instead is I just need to play games that I can record with the simpler recording software. This Open Broadcaster software instantly formats the video to the format that YouTube likes, and it has a little timer on it, so that helps too. That's what I record Cataclysm DDA and stuff with. You'll notice that the most recent Cataclysm series, I have the timing really down on when to end the episodes for those. That's because I can look at the timer more easily than looking at my watch and trying to figure out how long it's been. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Point is, I just need a game that's less graphically intensive so I can use this software, because as we found out with that one Team Fortress 2 video, this software doesn't work for high graphic games. So, I've played this game a moderate amount. I've beat it twice, I think, but I've also done more playthroughs that didn't end in success. And as you do that, you just unlock more stuff by completing challenges and things. So if all the ships for the first class unlocked, we're not playing this. We're going to play a mod I installed, which is a Battlestar Galactica mod. Now, the unfortunate thing about this mod is it replaces the NG, which that would be fine normally because I don't play the NG. But the downside is, since I don't play the NG, I don't have any of these other ship designs unlocked. So this mod also came with other kinds of Battlestars to play as. And I would prefer to play the Pegasus, because the Pegasus actually has traditional kind of guns down here. And while this Galactica is trying to be true to the modern series by making it so it only has fighters and missiles, that's just not good for me in this game. In fact, I'm kind of surprised they didn't take out the shield room, because there's no shields in the new series either. That's why I'd almost say it'd be nicer if this was being based off the 1984 version instead. Or not 1984, is it? Or what was it, 1984? It came out like right after Star Wars came out, which is in the 70s. But in that series they had actual lasers and stuff, so. But no, this is based on the modern series, so Galactica here isn't armed in a way I would enjoy, so I hope we can find some normal weapons to put on it here soon. But what was I gonna do next? Need to rename our people. Oh, the other ship layout is the Pegasus, and the Pegasus actually has some normal armament, so let's see. You can't really tell which one of these people is in what room, but it doesn't matter because we can move them around, and they don't have any skills right now. So we'll do Dama, Chief, and Starbuck. Okay. This is the new edition of FTL, the Advanced Edition, so we're going to have that on. We're going to play it on easy mode, which is comparatively impossibly hard compared to normal games. This is a roguelike, pretty much. Normal is what used to be the hard mode, and now there's hard mode, and that'd be frightening to even try that. I die all the time on easy mode. This game's freaking hard. Mainly just depends on a lot of luck. You have to have a lot of luck to get the weapons you need to be able to beat the boss. And the boss is even tougher now in Advanced Edition because he has more stuff he can work with. But anyway, I think that's everything, so let's start. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Okay, so another mod I installed because the game is so hard is one that gives you some more scrap at the start. It's only 30 more scrap anyway, it's not very helpful. For some reason there's no music right now, and that music in this game is good, so... Hello, music. Wait, you guys might be able to hear it. Okay, for some reason it looks like you guys can hear it, but I can't. I can see it over on my window for recording. So let's hope it's not too loud, because I can't really hear it at all myself, so... Alright, so let's see... I don't need the medical room on right now. See, this is the reason I don't want these Vipers and missiles, as those have expendable... You have to use these parts to use them. And that's all we got right now, so we're gonna use them, and very possibly not run out of ammo before we actually get any if we have bad luck. Okay, so... Okay, those two are in the right spots. Starbuck can be on weapons or shields. Neither one is very ideal for this situation. I guess weapons is fine. How much power do we have to work with here? These take 4 to turn these. These are 2 each. How powerful are they exactly? And it doesn't really tell you how much damage they do or anything. Missile. Yuck. Yuck. I really wish we had the Pegasus instead of Galactica, but... Anyway, the reason why I thought this mod would be fun for this game is because of how this game mechanics work in this. It's almost eerily a good setting for a Battlestar mod, because a fleet is chasing you, and in the show, a fleet of cylons is chasing Galactica. Crap, there was another reason too. I forgot already. Oh, you kind of just take damage over time because you can't repair the hull without stopping at a dry dock anywhere. So, in that way it's kind of like Galactica 2, because it takes a lot of damage over time and they can't fix it. But we do have the difference of we are going to be able to repair every now and then, but not all the time. And just things like that make it kind of a pretty good setting. I bet it would be pretty easy to make a full conversion mod for this game. Although I found out that the developers of this game don't officially support the modding community, which is kind of odd for an indie game like this. Because usually the indie developers are all into the mods. And I just remembered another reason why this setting is really good for Battlestar Galactica is the FTL jumps are just almost pretty much exactly like the FTL jumps that they do in the show. And it uses some fuel, and they run out of fuel sometimes on the show. Anyway, an AI of a nearby rebel scout immediately identifies you as a threat and engages. Sharp's power up. It's gonna warn the fleet of our positions if it gets away. Oh no, I really need to be able to hear the game. Crap, I can't do that without restarting though, so just have to get through this episode. The reason is we can hear fires break out on the ship, we can hear intruder alerts, we can hear weapons fire, I can hear if the game is paused or not. There's just a lot of audio cues onto what's going on here. Let's see what these Vipers can do. Not very much. They do 1 point of damage each, it looks like. Okay, we took out its pilot's chair so it can't teleport. Or it can't FTL. And the Vipers did it. And we got one of the achievements we need to unlock the next ship. Oh, I should have read the achievements in more detail. I don't know what the second one we need is. Oh man, I really wish I could hear the game. It's kind of disorienting. Wait a second, did we not use any drones, or did it drop 3 drones? I didn't check how many drones it dropped. If the Vipers don't use a drone, then that'd be perfect. Maybe they don't. Oh, it does. Oh, okay, it has a drone recovery arm. So okay, that makes the ship a lot better than I thought it was. So the drone recovery arm picks them back up after the end of the battle. So this makes the ship way more useful than I thought it was. I thought we were gonna use Vipers every fight. That would have really sucked. So we're actually gonna put Starbuck on the shield, so that doesn't really make any sense in any sort of way because she's a fighter pilot, not supposed to be on manning the guns or the shields, since the shields didn't even exist. But oh, I hope our Vipers don't get shot down by the asteroids. They might. I'm not really going to worry about it. Oh, man, I need to be able to read what that other achievement we need to unlock is. I need this episode to end swiftly, but I like to make my 30-minute episodes. Yeah, I could just make this one 15 minutes or something. Okay. This should work. Yeah, since the asteroids are here, it's gonna keep their shields down and keep them weak for my Vipers. You are considerably more well-armed than I would have thought. We surrender. You can accept their offer for 6 fuel, 5 missiles, and 13 scrap, or we will not surrender. So one thing that's different about this game than a lot of other kind of space combat kind of games is normally in most like space games you always want to pick like the nice option, of course, unless you're just love to be evil. But usually you don't. Usually the nice option pays off the most in the end. But not in this. In this game, there's no penalty for telling them we will not accept surrender, and you get more parts after they blow up. So, and scrap is extremely important because the main boss is almost impossible to beat. Ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful materials. So you see, we got 10 more scrap, I think, than what he offered. We did get less of these, but these aren't quite as important as the scrap. And our FTL isn't ready to go yet. That's another tiny little feature that makes it pretty good for the Battlestar kind of setting. Is the FTL takes time to spool up. Get out of this asteroid field as fast as we can, though, otherwise we risk taking some damage. You recognize the ship for a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you his laborers for cheap. And it's not really cheap. This is a mantis. They're good at combat. But I really want to save our money for weapons because we need some actual weapons here instead of missiles. And we're going to attack them. Unfortunately, we can't save the slaves because you have to board their ship and kill them all in order to save the slaves. So we're gonna blow them up, slaves and all. But we need as much scrap as we can get. Wow, these Vipers are actually pretty good. I'm glad we have that freaking drone arm. I thought we were in really bad shape. Okay, now they're offering us a slave for free. Well, since it's free, I guess. Normally I like scrap more, but we still don't have all of our weapons and stuff manned, so we need more people. This guy's a rock man. I think they have more health and they move slow. So with humans, their skills improve faster. Rock people, immune to fire, movement speed is halved, health is increased to 150. The only thing about the rockmen though is they still breathe oxygen, which I don't think they should do. They added a new race that doesn't breathe oxygen, but I mean, this guy's a rock, he shouldn't have to. This game has a weird, it's, how do I put it? It tries to make all the races interesting by giving them bonuses and debonuses, or negative traits as well. But they pretty much exactly balance out. They might have changed it in the newest update. But like, the Mantis, it attacks faster. I don't remember. I'll have to see more of the races side by side. But it's like, this guy has 150 health, but it says his movement speed is halved. I think that also means his attack speed is halved. So in a one-on-one fight with someone the same strength as him, well, if he was fighting a Mantis, they would completely balance out and just kill each other. But I could be a little bit off on that. I think that's how it used to be, though, at least. I think they might have fixed it in this advanced edition, but as soon as you arrive, you receive a Federation encrypted message. The rebel ship has been terrorizing the local civilians in this system. Please seek out and destroy it. Oh, and if it wasn't all that clear, we're the good guys and we're the Federation. And the bad guys are the rebels, which is kind of also kind of funny. It's different than most sci-fi settings. Usually the Empire is evil and the rebels are good guys, but it's the opposite in this one. After far too much time spent searching, you're finally able to track them down. Go into the fight, pondering just how much of a head start you've lost now to have free. So the rebel fleet is catching up to us now, so we have to rush to the end of the sector as fast as we can. Now, when we're in engagements like this, there is no timer. Like, the rebel fleet isn't catching up to us right now. It's just between jumps they catch up. Just gonna let the Vipers kill it. They offer you some of their cargo if you let them live. Defense drone Mark 1. That's kind of tempting because we already have a drone control. And we can also sell that drone if we wanted to. Or we could get more scrap. I think we'll accept the... Wait, are we gonna get... No, we're gonna get a bonus for the quest if we blow it up, I think. So we need to take them out. If we didn't get the bonus for the quest, I just made a bad decision. I don't think we got a bonus for the quest, so... Okay, it's 4 more jumps if we go this way. Let's take the shorter one, just to be safe since they caught up a little bit. Since they got picked up in a refugee ship orbiting through the system. No doubt one of the many fleeing the rebel advance does not appear to have detected you, or else it is trying to avoid notice. Hail them. As you hail the refugee ship, a slug ship jumps into the system that was hunting the refugees for sport. Now they found you instead. Okay. Vipers? Vipers are actually pretty good now. This game trolled me a little bit by making me think we had useless stuff. I think everything else is good. So if you can tell, this game has pretty basic concepts on how everything works. You can see the Vipers do 1 point of damage every time they fire. And you saw it had a shield point like we do over here. That takes 1 point of damage to take it down. And then when it hits systems, those will get moderately damaged usually. Get the yellow first. Orange, I mean. Which brings them down to half working, or if they're really low level versions of stuff, it'll completely break them. And that one totally took that thing out, so it was a weak oxygen system. The oxygen, if it's knocked out, the ship will drain of its oxygen and the crew will suffocate if given enough time. So we could, if our shields were good enough to deal with taking their fire, we could just let them suffocate because they can't get into this room, there's no door. But they have enough firepower to get through our shields, so we don't really want that to happen. Shields, when they're damaged, they just aren't on anymore, obviously. If the piloting chair is damaged, the ship can no longer evade. Same for the engines. They also can't jump if they don't have both of them working. And then weapons, if we just damage those, they can't fire their weapons. The refugee ship claims the slugs have been hounding them since they left their homeworld. As a gesture of goodwill and seeing how effectively you dispatch the enemy ship, they offer you whatever supplies they can spare. Okay. So now we have enough scrap that we could possibly upgrade our ship. We can just do that on the fly. But I want to save it just in case we run into a store, because there's a store right there. There are stores in this game, and you can buy more weapons and stuff with them. As we discussed, we needed some better weapons here. Small cost, a rebel ship disrupting supplies to local civilian colonies. It's probably not anything military grade, but every little bit helps. So, another action that would normally be completely evil and terrible of us to do, but let's attack the rebels. There is a mod that fixes that. It makes it so there's a morale system. Which I might play around with eventually, but I just wanted to play like that. By the way, I'm not using our missiles because these are doing enough damage they can kill stuff on their own for now. And if we were using missiles, we'd run out of ammo. So we're just hanging on to them. If we run into a situation where it doesn't look like the Vipers will take something before it jumps out, then we'll use the missile to try to take out their engines or something. And later, ships will start to have more shields, and then the 2 Vipers won't be enough to get through them. Rebel ship destroyed. You take the time to collect what little scraps remains. They already made their delivery to the civilians. Again, there's no morale system. Steal the civilian supplies. As a colonist, hand over supplies you load onto your ship. As you jump away, you crack it open and discover more than nothing but vaccinations for local plague. Oh, so we stole their medical supplies to make us feel bad. We should really have Pegasus, because the commander of the Pegasus was a total bitch, and she did this sort of stuff. She stole all the supplies from civilian ships to keep Pegasus working. You arrive in the system to see a pirate ship pursuing a civilian ship. You detect a message from the civilian ship on a distress frequency. Aid the civilian ship. So now we're making up for what we just did. The only unfortunate thing about our Vipers is we can't tell them what to target. I wish I could. Dang. Yeah, I might have been wrong about having the Vipers, especially now that we have that drone control arm, but they're like tilling stuff way easier than it takes with normal guns. Oh, they fixed 1 point of damage. Too bad we weren't more damaged. Okay, you can see the fleet is getting really close, so now we gotta go to this door, and then we gotta go to the exit. Find yourself surrounded by a group of mysterious alien vessels. They hail you and apparently have some valuable technology for sale. So what's it got? It has cloaking, backup battery, and mind control. Mind control is a new thing. I don't think these are, though. This isn't super useful since it runs out of power in 30 seconds. We could take a drone. Wait, didn't we? No, we didn't accept that drone offer, so that kind of sucks. Otherwise, we could have sold that now. Well, I think we're actually in pretty good shape here. I could take this, and then upgrade our drone control, and then we could have this just in case the enemy sends drones at us. Which might be worth it. But let's just upgrade our ship for a little bit here. Let's upgrade the shields. Yeah, we'll buy it. We don't exactly need to use it, but we do that and also upgrade drone control. We can turn that on if we need it, and since we have the collecting thing, we don't have to worry about losing that drone. We only need it if they have drones, though, because it's not useful otherwise. Receive a message. These are dangerous times. If you have extra military-grade explosives, we'll gladly pay you for them. So this is... yeah, we can sell 10, I think. We're not exactly using our missiles right now. Next sector. Go to abandoned sector or rebel-controlled. What's better? They're both hostile. Rebels, we have to fight the rebel kind of ships. Abandoned sector, we have to fight the new race that doesn't breathe oxygen. I think if we go to their sectors, though, we can possibly unlock their ship and play as them in the future. Okay, so now we need to think about our course we're going to take over to this exit. Because ideally, every zone you go through, you don't want to run as fast as you can to the exit. You want to make as many stops as you can to get the most amount of scrap you can before making your way there. I think going up is the better idea. You do have to be careful because there's not too many ways to get back down, just these 2 stars. But we can kind of hit a lot more places this way. We also have to get to this one to get to that one. I think it's better to go up. Find the rebel automated scout plane is beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it seems to be deactivated. Can attempt to download the stores, or don't risk activating it, just strip the ship for any useful scrap. But that's all the time we have for this episode, so we will deal with this ship in the next one. So I hope you all enjoyed and have a good day.